It was another emotional day in court for the Massey family today as details and photos of the autopsy were revealed. Good evening, I'm Kelly Finley. More witness testimony and a change to the jury on day 4 of the trial for the former Sangamon County deputy accused of killing Sonya Massey in her home last year. WCIA 3's Brandon Morano is in Peoria all week for this trial, and he reports what key testimony was shared today.
6 witnesses took the stand Thursday in the murder trial of former Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson. 2 state police crime scene investigators, a crime lab specialist, Grayson's former crisis intervention instructor, the pathologist who performed Massey's autopsy, and an expert witness on police policy and procedures. Let's start with Grayson's former crisis intervention instructor, Anthony Regano. We never learned if Grayson passed that class, but Regano said good de-escalation comes from not what you say, but how you say it. He talked about policies that are taught to handle people with mental health issues or who are in a different crisis. Then it was the forensic pathologist who performed Massey's autopsy, Dr. Nathaniel Patterson. In court, the expert forensic pathologist, who has testified as an expert witness about 60 times in the past, ruled Massey's cause of death was due to acute blood loss from her left carotid artery being severed. The prosecution asked him if the bleeding was under control, what would that have done to Sonya Massey's chance of survival? It would have improved her chances, Dr. Patterson responded. Then it was the defense who brought up Massey's toxicology reports before an objection. The line of questioning was allowed to continue with defense attorney Mark Wyckoff saying, "You do toxicology as part of a forensic autopsy," adding, "Here it says she was positive for Delta-9 THC. Correct," Patterson replied. "It's a marijuana metabolite. That can cause distorted perception," Wyckoff continued. Patterson responded, "Yes." Another expert witness on police policy and training, a retired Georgia Police Chief, Louis Dekmar. The defense objected to Dekmar being an expert witness. They said he had never served as an expert on a criminal trial before. Judge Cadigan overruled that and allowed him to remain. The prosecution asked him if he made any observations from seeing the video and reviewing Sangamon County Sheriff's Office policies. He referred to Grayson's actions in the video, saying, "You shouldn't shout, you shouldn't threaten. That's only going to escalate the situation." Then the prosecution asked, "Would you say the defendant's actions were inconsistent to the Sangamon County policies and protocols?" Dekmar responded, saying, "I would say they're not only inconsistent, they're in direct contrast." Then it was Grayson's lawyer, Mark Wyckoff's turn with the defense. He tried to discredit Dekmar's conclusion of multiple policy violations by Grayson by using the example of Dekmar saying Grayson violated the Sangamon County modern high-risk traffic stop policy. Wyckoff said, "Was there a modern high-risk traffic stop anywhere in that video?" Dekmar responded, "No." Wyckoff continued referencing Grayson's partner on the call that night, Deputy Farley, who reported he was in fear of great bodily harm from a steaming pot of water. Farley later clarified that it was from the actions of the defendant, Dekmar responded. He's referencing the story from Farley that changed after Grayson was indicted. And I do want to give you an update on the jury. The makeup of that has changed. There were 9 women and 3 men. There are now 8 women and 4 men. One of the alternates was put in today after one juror was excused for a personal emergency not related to this case. Reporting in Peoria, I'm Brandon Morano.